P3 has Molly Fisher of Rotherham, Niamh Balding of Borough of Kirklees, Sophie Murray of Harrogate, Krista Wilson, N&D, Molly Chambers, Doncaster Darts, another two N&D swimmers, Melody Jones and Naomi Parker, Annabelle Wilkinson, City of Sheffield, Jessica Smelt of Borough of Kirklees, Esma Ovenston of Richmondale. Those are those in the third of 5 heats of the 100 fly. Our leader at 50 is Annabelle Wilkinson of City of Sheffield, 106.2 is her best time. Second is Melody Jones, and third is Molly Chambers. Looks very much like the swimming lane number 4. Molly Chambers is starting to accelerate here. Come back very, very strongly on the second 50 to take this one. Don't think Annabelle's going to keep pace with her. She's not. So that will be a win for Molly Chambers in a 102.14, which is second inside her entry time. Right, on to the 17 and overs, 100 butterfly, Melody Jones of, I'll say N&D, it's just quicker to say, sorry for those who are in the area, but just it's my mouth will say the whole thing. Amelia Osborne of Rotherham in 1, in 2 Beth Hall, Cleethorpes, 3 is Isabel Goodwin, City of Leeds, Doncaster Darts, represented by Molly Chambers, Candice Hall in 5 for Sheffield, Annabelle Wilkinson for Sheffield, Newcastle's Amelia Robertson in 7, then 2 more N&D swimmers, Faye McDonough and Lola Davison. Candice Hall turns in 28.7, 0.88 clear of Amelia Robertson. It's just a little bit clear of Annabelle Wilkinson. But again, lane 5 is dominating this one, as Naomi Parker did in the previous one. So too does Candice Hall in this. Oldest in the field at 25, and she has got this one absolutely nailed. What kind of time are we going to get from her? It's going to be a 61.53. So that's good. Always want to see an improvement from Heat 2 final, and that's exactly what she's got. Second, Molly Chambers. Isabel Goodwin in 3rd place. Number 3. I'll go through the full list after it's disappeared off your screen. So in 0, Daniel Pollard of Kingston upon Hull, Byron Peel of Newcastle District, Luke Baines of Saltburn, and Durham City's Lewis Doubledam, Doncaster Darts Luke Gilliver, James Vedger of N&D, then Joshua McCollin of Kingston upon Hull, another N&D swimmer in 7, Daniel Barrett, Daniel Bailey, Doncaster Darts, and then Adam Marshall of Newcastle in 9. First 50 done, and our leader at the halfway stage is Luke Baines of Saltburn. He is older than the rest of the field, over 15 up to 19, he's 21, in a 104.5. At the top of your picture, Daniel Bailey is coming through quite strongly, as indeed now is Luke Gilliver of Doncaster Darts in the centre lane. I think Gilliver's going to get this one too, just holding off a very fast finishing Daniel Bailey, and it is Gilliver with a 104.29 for the win. Just outside his entry time, but only just. Second place to Daniel Bailey, and 3rd place to Daniel Barrett. Joseph Edgar. A lot of Northumberland and Durham in this. In fact, they take up 5 of the lanes for this one. Shea Wood in 1 from there. Newcastle's Matthew Mahoney in 2. Then another N&D in 3. Alexandru Lazar. Luke McGee. Back again for more in lane number 4. Rio Deodu kicks up on Hull. Newcastle's Reece Blackett. Luke Gilliver of Doncaster Darts. 8 is Daniel Barrett of N&D. Then 9 it is Sean Smith of Skipton. It's a very good start in the outside lane, by the way. As I was deciding, right, I don't really know what's going on inside me, so I'm just going to have to give it a good old thrash, but he's not at the moment on a par or alongside Luke McGee. So a very good first 50. So too has Rio Deodu. 0.4 separating them, and then 0.1 or 0.01 between second and third. But looking smooth, looking quite effortless actually. Lane 4, Luke McGee, 16 years of age now. Has every potential we might get a sub-minute here. If he just quickens up the stroke a little bit, I think sub-minute is on. Come on, it's going to be mighty close. He can get there, he can get there, can he? No, he can't. 60.34, well, he isn't nearly there. 60.52 this morning, so he has improved upon that, but not sufficiently to get inside the 60. Potential superstar in this race. I'll talk to you about her in a moment. Sophia Gledhill of City of Bradford in 0. Ruby Knight, Borough of Kirklees in 1. Rebecca Keatley of Middlesbrough in 2. Rachel Bradley of N&D in 3. The potential superstar I'm talking about is Phoebe Cooper, 14 years of age, City of Sheffield in lane 4. She is an absolute pocket rocket. Let's see what she does in this. Madison Johnson, Doncaster Darts, Paige Fenton of Skipton, Naomi Parker of N&D, Leonie Jones of N&D, and then Emma Moore of Harrogate. I look up to suspect and expect Phoebe Cooper to be leading, and she most certainly is. 1.21 clear of the field. Now she's in on a 218. I think her coaches know, and I think we know, she's capable of getting that down by quite some way, even at the age of 14. She is a massive talent. Now, how much she'll put into the morning swim, we'll have to wait and see, but look at that, so rhythmic. It's not quite synchronized swimming or artistic swimming as we know it these days, but it's a wonderful stroke. Look at how everybody else is thrashing. Quite a few of the other swimmers are thrashing around, and she just has that backstroke almost down to a T. It's so rhythmic and so good to watch. Now, butterfly done, backstroke done. What does she have for us on the breaststroke? Obviously there are different skills involved in this, but look, there's 4 in a line behind her, but nobody's getting close to her. So Rachel Bradley's in there, Paige Fenton's in there, Naomi Parker's in there. Obviously she's the youngest in this field, and she's up against 17, 18, 19 and 20-year-olds here, and she's leaving them for dead. She's absolutely leaving them for dead. And they go, hang on a second, she's 14, I'm 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. She is absolutely phenomenal for her age. Now, 2:18, I'm not expecting her to go particularly quick this morning. I don't think she's going to blitz it, but even though, see, everybody else is working so hard behind her, I just love the rhythmic nature of her strokes. Now, so she's on a 2:18.10. She's looking like she's got so much left in the tank until around 2:21. 2:21.34. She'll go so much quicker this afternoon. And, you know, there's certain swimmers that come along and really excite you. You think, there's the future. And there is the future. Saw her at the trials, didn't we? British Nationals a few weeks ago, and everybody's up and taking notes as well. So they should. Right, onto the 17s and overs. Megan Cairns of Middlesbrough, Molly Fisher of Rotherham, Paige Fenton of Skipton, Rachel Bradley of Northumberland and Durham, Amelia Monaghan of City of Sheffield, Faye McDonough of N&D, Cleethorpes, Beth Hall in 6, Madison Johnson, Doncaster Dart in 7. 8 is Abigail Parkinson, and Isabel Schimmels of Kingston upon Hull is in 9. 50 done. This 50 butterfly completed in the 200 iron, and that has been achieved best by Madison Johnson of Doncaster Darts in lane number 7. But from the butterfly to the backstroke, quite a bit will change, and potentially so will things change from the backstroke to the breaststroke. And we've got 1, 2, 3 in the line, nearly 4 in the line here, as Rachel Bradley comes back into the mix in lane number 3. Lane 4 just edging at the moment, but only Amelia Monaghan just in front. Or is she? No, she's not, because catching her right on the turn was Rachel Bradley, and Faye McDonough in 3rd place. Also, look at the top of your picture, Madison Johnson, Doncaster Darts, is going very well in 7 on the breaststroke, coming right back into the frame. See her moving up, so potentially was joint 3rd now, but her leader remains clear by a reasonable amount, not a winnable amount yet. That's Amelia Monaghan, the only 20-year-old in the race, all the others are teenagers. And she's got the turn to bring it back with a bit of an advantage, taking the last 50, 1.70 over Faye McDonough. 3rd is Rachel Bradley. This should be, again, like many of the races have been this afternoon, lane 4 swimming against the clock. 2:22.9 this morning. Can she get 2:22.21? Well, she's got every chance of that, actually. She's not going to be that far away from a probably 2:22, I think. Oh no, 2:20. No, come on, way out. Way out me. Not way out her though. 2:20.70. Good. Very good. Look at the margin as well. A 2.5 to Faye McDonough, and Rachel Bradley 2:24. Okay, everybody in for this one, so I can name them. Chloe Cook of City of Sheffield, Rihanna Foster, Kingston upon Hull, Isabel Shearing of City of Sheffield, Madison Johnson, Doncaster Darts, Amelia Monaghan, I mentioned, from City of Sheffield, Faye McDonough of Northumberland and Durham's Performance Programme, Daisy Purchase of Rotherham Metro, Neem Carroll, Tadcaster, and then Emily Lambert, City of Sheffield, Kasia Rickerton of City of Leeds. And our early leaders, Faye McDonough with a 5:02. Oh, she would love to go sub 5 this morning. Amelia Monaghan in 2nd place, and Chloe Cook 3rd after an initial 50. But you can see 3 going pretty much together here. The lanes 3, 4 and 5. Madison Johnson, closest to us, from Doncaster Darts. Amelia Monaghan, 20-year-old from City of Sheffield, and Faye McDonough. And it's Monaghan who takes over, but only by 18/100ths. And it's Madison Johnson in 3rd place, and so after the butterfly, they were pretty close. And then the backstroke comes, and then from the 3 we're down to 2 pretty much at this stage. 4 and 5. Amelia from Sheffield, Faye McDonough, the 18-year-old, and the performance programme for Northumberland and Durham. And they're pretty much stroke for stroke. Just maybe a little bit ahead now is Amelia. And she'll turn with 1 second advantage. And there's a bit of a gap to 3rd, and then Isabel Shearing in 4th place. But Backstroke is beneficial at the moment for Amelia. Entered in on a 4:48 and say, so didn't expect 4:59 from Annabelle. I don't think we'll get anywhere near 4:48 from Amelia in the morning. Doesn't need to. Only 4 heats. Still want to race, of course, but no reason to put everything out there in the morning when you've got a chance. Nice tumble turn into the breaststroke as well from Amelia, who has a 3.29 lead now over the rest of the field. That pecking order's not really changed that much. Faye McDonough on side, and then last time was catch Faye a little bit. But catching the leader is going to be a much more difficult thing now. Faye McDonough, her breaststroke is starting to bring her a little bit maybe potentially back towards our leader. Might be an optical illusion. I think it's still a sizable, it's a very sizable lead. It's 5.25 now. And Daisy Purchase of Rotherham Metro is in third. But catching our leader, I think I can already call our winner, provided of course she hasn't done anything to bring about a DQ. Amelia Monaghan, 4:48.60. So on paper she's 14 seconds quicker than Faye McDonough. She is 18 seconds quicker than Madison Johnson. Not quite that gap this morning, but that's why I'm saying she's taking a little bit in reserve, I think, as she goes into her last 100. This could be the biggest lead, actually, of the race so far. Yeah, it's up to nearly 8 seconds. That's how far ahead she is, and she'll try and dominate now the 100 freestyle, the 100 front crawl. Faye McDonough has been in that second place pretty much all the way through. Daisy Purchase is third. That's the 1, 2, 3. Our leader has about a 10-meter advantage going into that last turn. So I mentioned 4:48 is her entry time. If she could come back in a solid sub-5 this morning, she'll be happy. Doesn't need to. She can turn off the afterburners now if she wants to. Just come inside 5. Try and get lane 4. So that she'll need to get 4:59, below 4:59.44. It's going to be quite tight, actually. Oh, by 2 100ths. She's managed to pull it off. Just, yeah, she's 2 100ths quicker than was Annabelle Wilkinson. It's a bit tight. I didn't think it'd be quite that tight, but she's won that by a street. Faye McDonough in second place, Daisy Purchase in third, Madison Johnson in 4. Checking Faye's time. Yeah, she's been on a 5:02, so that can come later. There's the lineup for the 17 and overs 400 IN. Megan Cairns of Middlesbrough, Sophie Bourne of Sheffield City, Madison Johnson of Doxton Darts, Faye McDonough, fastest but one qualifier of N&D. Fastest qualifier was Amelia Monaghan of Sheffield in lane 4. 5 is her teammate Annabelle Wilkinson. Molly Fisher of Rotherham is in 6. 7 is Neem Carroll of Tadcaster, and Isabel Schimmels of Kingston upon Hull occupies lane number 8. So at the first split time, it is Annabelle Wilkinson just ahead of her teammate Amelia Monaghan, and it is Madison Johnson in third place. Butterfly in the backstroke, then the breaststroke, then the front crawl. Emma Price was right involved in the last one with Jessica Ryan and Daisy Purchase, and I think Faye McDonough of the same club will be right at the front or very close to it at the moment. She's in fact in third place behind the two Sheffield swimmers. With Annabelle Wilkinson in 5, Amelia Monaghan in 4. And they are stroke for stroke, side by side. They can almost have a chat. They are so close together and just almost aping each other's stroke. Look at it, almost like they could be artistic swimmers the way they're going on the backstroke at the moment. Yes, there's nothing between them, absolutely nothing between them. It'll be a matter of a couple of tenths probably on the turn. Well, we don't get a split, but it was very, very tight. 144.90, played 145.15 was the gap between 1 and 2. Annabelle Wilkinson maybe just holding a station in 5. As Amelia Monaghan comes alongside once again. Now, once again, they went into the wall together at the far end. They're going to go into the wall together at this end. Then there's a similar duel going on between 2 and 3, Madison Johnson and Faye McDonough. But it's two Sheffield swimmers who train together and now swimming pretty much together, almost synchro, side by side. As I mentioned, 2 and 3, and then a little bit further down the field is Isla Williams of City of Leeds. Can't see anybody else getting involved in the mix. Can't really see anybody outside the top 2, to be honest, to win this anyway. Question is, which of the Sheffield swimmers is going to go on to win it? Is it going to be the swimmer nearest to us? That's Amelia Monaghan or Annabelle Wilkinson. Well, it looks like that was a decisive 50 potentially for Monaghan. She's now got an almost 2-second lead. 20-year-old over the 17-year-old. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that unless there is a disqualification, Amelia Monaghan is going to be coming back to win this. She's broken the back of Annabelle Wilkinson's resistance. It will be the 1-2. And although she's trying to get back on level terms, it won't quite happen for Annabelle. Amelia Monaghan going to win this by a good 4 to 5 meters at the end. And she stops the clock. Oh, sorry, she's got 100 to go. I beg your pardon. I'm losing track of where I am. Got the freestyle to come yet. But I think she's still pretty much got the gap that she needs to go on to win it. Third place, keeping a little look at the order below. Faye McDonough and Madison Johnson, 3 and 4. But now the legs start to move. Now the freestyle is enacted. And Amelia Monaghan is on the way back. .35 meters to go. That's all that remains between Amelia Monaghan and the win in the 400 meters individual medley. And she's almost there. Now 15 when she hits the markers. And now she'll come in to win a long way under that 5 minutes. Probably about 4:54 maybe she can get there. Yeah, 4:55 just ticked over. But that's still good. And second place will go to Annabelle Wilkinson. Oh, look at the scrap for third place, which will just be won by Madison Johnson at Doncaster Darts. She gets herself into the bronze medal position. That was a battle all the way through with Faye McDonough. And it was the Doncaster swimmer who came out on top. Second place to Annabelle Wilkinson, as I mentioned. That's a comprehensive win for Amelia Monaghan with a 4:55.33. say that Candice Hall should win this fairly comfortably. This heat. She has done 2:10. Molly Chambers. Dogs with a 2:19. Give me the full lineup. Liam Carroll, Tadcaster 0. Leonie Jones of ND in 1. Sophia Gledhill of City of Bradford in 2. Melody Jones, M&D in 3. 4. Candice Hall, City of Sheffield. Dogs of Darts, Molly Chambers in 5. 6. Leonie Young of Billingham. 7 is Ellie Peacock of Richmond Dale. Isla Williams, City of Leeds in 8. Becky Watson of M&D in 9. Well, surprise, surprise, Candice Hall has the lead at 50, but she is being pushed. That's good to see. That's exactly what she would want. Racers want to be racing and want to be raced. And Molly Chambers might be the one to give her a race. And to her left-hand side, Melody Jones likewise, but Candice will not be going flat out on butterfly. Why should you? It's such a difficult stroke. Although it's actually a very difficult stroke to try and swim at 90% or 80%. So much can go wrong on fly if you try and downplay what you're supposed to be doing. She's not having it all her own way here, Candice. Molly Chambers is keeping her on her game. The lead is not enormous. Say on paper there is about 9-second differential between them, but that's not showing this morning. So does that mean Candice is keeping a little bit in reserve, or does that mean that Molly is going flat out here to get a little feather in her cap, to get a big trophy, if you like, to beat Candice? I don't think she's going to do it, but she's only 1.11 behind her at this stage, whereas everybody else is a long way back. So Molly's best time 2:19. Well, if she could get down to 2:18, she'll be in one of those centre lanes for later on. Expect Candice to get the fastest time. She is in a race. This is good to see. Molly Chambers is giving her quite a race here, and Molly Chambers really fancies this. She's not going to quite do it. Or she might, you know. She might just do this. Wow, she has done it. 2:17.30. Boy, oh boy, that's good. That's really good and very strong for Molly Chambers. Candice can and will go faster, I'm sure, tonight, but that is a very, very good time for the 20-year-old. 2:19.82 she's entered in on, and 2:17.30 is what she has achieved in the morning. That's the kind of swim I like in the heats. 2.5 seconds inside of PB. I don't say PB is her entry time. She's 20, so that may not be a PB, but 2:17.3, and that will give her lane 4 later on today. Right, the 200-meter butterfly for the 17 overs. Freya Tyas of York City, Rosie Smith of N&D, Naomi Sheevels of Chester Street, Isabella Goodwin, City of Leeds, Molly Chambers, Dogs of Darts, Candice Hall, City of Sheffield, then 4 from the Northumberland and Durham programme. Melody Jones, Krista Wilson, Leonie Jones and Annabelle Cooper. Who's bouncing in lane 5. There's Candice Hall enjoying herself up there in 5. And enjoying a nice 0.76 lead after the 50. And it is Molly Chambers and Isabel Goodwin. That's your 3. It's only the first 50 done, so you don't want to get too carried away and over rev. But very experienced now, very experienced Candice, 25 years of age, been in this program for quite a while now. Still puts in very solid performances every time she goes in, and still with a good lead of over a second now from Molly Chambers. Isabel Goodwin in 3rd place, and then here's Melody Jones, but you don't see anybody even with a 75 to go catching our leader. She set her stall out. She is well clear of everybody else, not too concerned about what surrounds her, swimming her own race, very, very effectively indeed. Still that big gap She leads, and then it is Molly Chambers, then it Isabella Goodwin. That has not changed through the race. 5 has led 4, has led 3, and those 3 are going to come in probably in that order, and that's the same echelon as well. Candice Hall, our City of Sheffield. After Ashley Bailey's win, so we're going to get back-to-back wins for City of Sheffield in this event. 16 under won by Ashley Bailey, and the 17 and over will be won by Candice Hall, 2:16.05. So she does go considerably quicker than she did this morning. Molly Chambers in second place, Isabel Goodwin in third, Melody Jones finishes off in fourth. Number 3, and everybody is in place. Henry Firth of City of Leeds, Joshua McCollin of Kingston Hull, Finley Williams of City of Leeds, Thomas Saha of Middlesbrough, Jacob Brown, Tadcaster, Leo White, Chester Street, Daniel Bailey of Doncaster Darts. Then we have Daniel Pollard of Kingston Hull, and the latest of the Northumberland and Durham programme is Harry Courtney in lane number 9. Time-wise, just a bit quicker than the others. On paper is the youngest, or one of the youngest in the race. Jacob Brown was 2:18.7. He's right in the mix, but not leading at the moment. Early leader is Daniel Bailey of Doncaster Darts, up there in lane number 6. So having a decent start is Finley Williams of City of Leeds. But maybe Finley that comes through to lead here. Yeah, it's just going to be out in front at the 100 stage. Oh, it's not actually. 1/10 of a second between Daniel Bailey, Finley Williams. That's all. Of course, they're not going to be aware of what each other's doing, because on the backstroke, you're pretty much only aware of what's on the lanes next to you. And he's some 4 lanes away. But also, watch out, the swimmer just outside. He's got a couple of swimmers. Daniel Bailey, they're starting to catch him now. Oliver Whittleston being amongst them, 15-year-old from the City of Leeds with that yellow cap. And he'll be right up there in the mix. In fact, he'll be just 0.30 behind Daniel Bailey at the last 50 turn. And it's a big unit, starting to just keep on a level playing field and right alongside. He's really putting a lot of effort in here, is Oliver, to try and get through. And you know what, he might just do it too. Oliver Whittleston is absolutely flying through here. The lead swimmer in lane number 7 might just nick this on the touch. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Two from Borough of Kirklees and 3 from N&D. Doncaster Darts, Cleethorpes, Tadcaster, N&D again, and Middlesbrough. P number 5 of the 50 fly, Harriet Rogers, the 27.34. One to look out for in lane number 4, and she is making that statement backed up by being the most sprightly, the best in the field. She can win this very comfortably. 27.87 for our winner, a half a second outside her entry time, but it doesn't matter. She won that with plenty to spare. Get to the relays. I still don't have my relay sheets yet, so hopefully I'll get those very soon. Heat number 6. It's Bradford, York City, Sheffield, Doxter, Leeds, N&D, 2 Rotherhams, Sheffield, N&D. Isabel Goodwin, City of Leeds, should be the quickest in this. She's the only sub-28 swimmer. She should be about a second and a half quicker than everybody else, and she's proving that this morning. They're all trying to go with her, but they can't catch her, and they won't catch her. Isabel Goodwin, 27.05, her best, and it's a 28.35. And plenty, I think, in the tank for later on today. So, in fact, we only had one sub-28 swim, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Everybody else over 28. The only sub-28 swim came from Harriet Rogers with that 27.87. So she'll go into the final in lane number 4. The individual events this weekend. Where's the time gone? We started, what, hour and 20 minutes ago. There's our final individual. We have got relays to come. York City, N&D, 2 from Doxter Darts, N&D, Leeds, Newcastle, Tadcaster, N&D, and Cleethorpes. Harriet Rogers, 27.87, should be the class act in this field. She's a little bit quicker than everybody else, and I think is just about to prove it to us in lane number 4. Yes, she is. All the others scrapping for second place. I think we can call already that Northumberland and Durham have another winner. And here she is, lane 4, Harriet Rogers, 27.67. Nice and composed, nice and quick, and 2/10 inside what she did this morning.